Hello friends, welcome to our channel. Friends, today I will share some tips and tricks to attempt Celpip listening to a discussion task. Listening part is having 6 practice tests and 1 practice task as well. Total time allocated with the listening section is 50 minutes. Please keep in mind that passage will be played only once in the actual Celpip test. This task is part 5 in Celpip listening section. Now, what does listening to a discussion task include? As the name suggests, this section includes a video section where you will watch 2 minutes video conversation. 8 questions appear in this section after the video is over, and you are given 4 minutes to answer all these questions. So again, average time to answer each question in this section is 30 seconds. You will answer each question by selecting the best answer from the given drop-down menus. Now, let's start with tips and tricks for Celpip listening to a discussion task. Let's check out important points in task 5. There are totally things that you need to keep in mind while attempting this task. And I have divided these 8 points into 2 parts. Like in the part 1, I will share some points which we need to keep in mind while attempting almost every task in listening section, whereas, in part 2, I will share the next 4 points which will be related to what to watch the video for. Let's talk about all these 8 points one by one. Number 1. Read all the instructions and topic of discussion in the beginning. This is the very first thing that you need to keep in mind. Because if you don't read the instructions like time durations allocation to every question, or any important information for the candidate, or the topic of discussion in the beginning, then you will miss the video is all about, and of course you will lose your scores too. So read all the instructions and topic of discussion in the beginning very carefully. Number 2. You will watch to the recording only once. In the Celpip listening part, while attempting any of the parts like listening to problem solving, listening to daily life conversation, listening to a news item or any other part, you will watch a video clip only once. So it is very important to watch to the video very carefully and write down the important points using pen and paper, and to practice to write the notes as much as you can. This will help to solve the questions at a fast speed. Number 3. 8 multiple choice questions. You will get total of 8 multiple choice questions in the written form, which makes this task easy to attempt, and you have to choose the correct option from the given options given on the right-hand side of the computer screen given in the form of drop-down. The total time duration to complete these multiple choice questions is 4 minutes. So average time to answer each question in this task is 30 seconds. But I would suggest you to increase the little bit speed of attempting questions, because if possible you must be left with 30 seconds to recheck all the questions again. Number 4. Questions will be displayed all at once in this section, as I already told you that you will get all the questions in the written form instead of verbal form. So all the 8 questions will be displayed on your computer screen at once, which makes your mind to stay calm where you can see all the questions on the single page. Now, friends, let's discuss next 4 points which are related to what to watch the video for. So our next point is Number 5. You should know about the speakers. While watching the video you should know that how the speakers are related to each other. Are they colleagues, friends, cousins, or any other relation in between the speakers? Number 6. What topic is being discussed in the video? Friends, as I told you earlier, you need to watch the video very carefully because the video will be played only once, and you need to watch very carefully where you need to find that what the topic is being discussed in the video. Number 7. What are the opinions of speakers and how do they feel? While watching the video, you should note down the opinions, or we can say you should know how the speakers feel while talking to each other. Like you should note down about the mood of the speakers, like they are excited, sad or upset due to anything while they are talking to each other. Next is number 8. Write down the details that you listen to. Friends, as I told you earlier that you should practice writing more and more notes. So when you write down the details that you listen to in the video will become an easy and fast process for you. This will help you to solve the questions at a good speed. Now here I would like to share some tips for writing notes. There are a total of 3 tips for writing notes. These 3 steps should be followed in the same series in which I am going to tell you. Number 1. Make separate column for every speaker. There are 2 uses of making separate columns, that is, one is, this will help you to know about the number of characters in the video, and second is the detail about every character will become more clear, like, to whom he or she was talking, with whom he or she went, and so on. Now number 2 is, write down the corresponding details in the respective column under every speaker. Friends, I have cleared this point earlier in tip number 1. Next last is number 3. Number 3 is use initials or abbreviations. In this tip, writing the initials of names or abbreviations will help you to save lots of time. You can save a lot of time here, and the result is you may left with some time to recheck all of your answers. So, friends, I think this video will give you some idea of what things you should keep in mind while attempting listening to our discussion task. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to watch more useful and practical sample videos for the Celpip test. If you want to practice on a real-time based platform, don't forget to register on the Celpip store. Celpip store is a practice platform available with a number of tests of every Celpip section like listening, speaking, reading and writing. Link to join the platform is mentioned in the below description. Friends, don't forget to subscribe to our channel before completing this video. Thanks for spending time with us.